What's going on, guys? Oh my Godzilla, back here with a very exciting Godzilla figure review, guys. Today from Super7 in their Toho Ultimates line. We are taking a look at the Shogun style Burning Godzilla figure. This is a repaint. This is the third variant of Shogun Godzilla in the Toho Ultimates line from Super7. This one definitely looks very amazing. Can't wait to take a better look. Without further ado, let's jump right in. Quickly jumping back in time to when this guy was still in the packaging. Just wanted to give you a quick peek at the box. Really cool kind of flame effects. Shogun Ultimates, Godzilla on the front, more of the flame. Just says Ultimates there on the top of the packaging. Bottom is again going to be pretty basic. And then the back of the package, even there, is pretty basic. Just kind of tells you what all the figure can do. So very basic box. Got Godzilla up in the corner. But I just wanted to give you guys a look at the figure inside the packaging and take a look at the box itself. You can see the hand is detached in there. And that's about it. Same as all the other Shogun Ultimates. And we are back here with our Toho Ultimates Godzilla in the burning form. Of course, this guy definitely looks pretty darn good. A darker overall paint job than the other ones. And then obviously you got the burning patches. So definitely the most significant kind of repaint we've seen, because they definitely... This is kind of, actually, you can see this is like more of a clear plastic. So we'll take a look at that with some lighting in a little bit here. But first, let's start off with detail and sculpt. Starting off with the feet and legs. They look pretty standard as far as the Toho Ultimate Shogun Godzillas go. And pretty accurate towards the giant Shogun Godzilla that these figures are, of course, based off of. So definitely don't have much in the realm of complaints or too many notes even about the paint and detail and sculpt even. Just going to be about what you see is what you get. A little stubby tail, as is common with that guy. There's moving into the chest. Like I said, you can definitely kind of tell that this is some see-through material. I'm definitely excited to take a look under the light with this guy. So that will be exciting. Arm, same deal. Got some of the burning patches up on the kind of toward the shoulders. Looking good. Head is going to be really a good sculpt. I think this is my favorite of the three Shogun Godzillas that we've gotten from Super7 so far. And we'll, of course, take a look at this guy next to the other ones. But I just wanted to show this guy off by himself first. Let's check out the head a little bit better. So looking at this figure front on, he's got his big giant nose there, looking pretty standard for this guy. His teeth are painted really well, and I like the color they chose. Kind of that cream-colored color pops out really well, kind of up against that black background. So that looks really good. The eyes, couple different shades of yellow back in there, kind of the darker yellow on the majority of the eye, and then kind of that ring of light yellow, of course, going back to the black for the center of the eye there. The tongue, pretty standard, a little bit darker than the other two, so it kind of fits the aesthetic of the darker figure. And then obviously got the little handle, the spines. There they are, also kind of that clear material, so they'll shine really well when we get the light on them. And in typical Burning Godzilla fashion, the tail is does not have any color on it whatsoever, which has always bugged me about the original. Like, everything about Burning Godzilla is like, why does it stop there? But whatever, they did it accurately on this figure. So there is that. There's just paint and detail and sculpt. Definitely all pretty good looking stuff. Hand claws look good, toe claws look good, all painted very accurately. So I can definitely appreciate all of that. This figure does look pretty solid. Alrighty, so jumping into a few size comparisons. First thing I want to do is set him up next to the other two Shogun Toho Ultimates. Obviously going to be the same sculpt and the same size of everything, but I just wanted to kind of show them side by side. So obviously we have the standard, we have the glow-in-the-dark, and then we have the Burning Godzilla there in the center. So like I said, definitely a darker paint job on the kind of overall skin of Godzilla. The eyes are going to be a different color, you can see there, and then the tongues are going to also be a different shade, a lot darker over here on the Burning. But there's kind of your major differences on these two figures. And then the glow-in-the-dark is obviously going to be pretty similar to the standard, only just kind of replaced with that kind of glow-in-the-dark material and the different color on the eyes and whatnot. But there's our Burning Godzilla Shogun next to the other two Shogun figures. I also wanted to showcase this guy next to another Toho Ultimates, kind of in the more standard Toho Classics line. So this is obviously the standard Burning Godzilla from Super7 in the Ultimates line. So, they're all in that 8-inch scale, so height-wise they're going to be really similar. Obviously, the tail on the Shogun is designed to be a little stubby, and this guy's tail is huge, so not going to really have much to compare about the tails. But there's these two figures, kind of side by side. Just wanted to give you a quick glimpse at that comparison. And then I wanted to compare them to a couple of Bandais for you. So starting off with just a Movie Monster series, there's kind of the Festival Burning Godzilla, just so you can see how the 6-inch Movie Monster series versus this 8-inch Shogun stack up. And then, of course, an 8-inch Bandai figure, this being the kind of meltdown Godzilla that we have here from Bandai. Just wanted to showcase an 8-inch Bandai against this Super 7 Ultimate. Alrighty, I did bust out the flashlight, so we're going to take a look at kind of how this guy looks under some light. So we're just going to kind of start in the regular light, showing that, so not, you definitely can tell that stuff's coming through good. There it is, kind of coming through on the leg, just shoulder. But I definitely think right through the back is definitely going to be the most visually stunning. And let's take a look at this without the lights. Alrighty, so we have the darkness here, and here this guy is. Just phenomenal. I love how that light cuts through. You can really see the glow. I mean, through the chest is amazing. If you kind of take it to the side, it glows up everything a little bit more. The chest is a little too direct, actually, so maybe, put it off to the side. You get some pretty good glow coming through on all those glowing highlighted parts. That's maybe the best angle we've seen today. That's a really cool one. I love that one coming up his neck. Looks really cool. Very good. It'd be really cool if the eyes were kind of a similar material, so the eyes would kind of glow through. But either way, a very cool effect on this burning Godzilla. Just since this guy was under the lights charging, I figured I'd show him off next to the glow-in-the-dark Godzilla, glowing up, lighting up the whole area. It's definitely kind of cool how bright the glow-in-the-dark lights up. He literally lights up bright enough so like tell that you could see the burning patches on this Godzilla. I just thought that was kind of a fun observation as well. Alrighty, guys, we busted this guy out into the living room to go ahead and take a look at the hand cannon effect. Again, all you gotta do, push that button right on the top of his arm, and this hand projectiles off the figure. So let's take a quick peek at how that effect works. We're just gonna kind of blast off into the living room. 3, 2. Good distance. Good distance, and of course we caught the interest of the cat. So definitely a pretty solid firing mechanism inside this Shogun figure. Alrighty, last but not least, I want to take a look at articulation on this figure. Starting at the bottom, no foot articulation, but we do have leg articulation. Going to kind of go from comfortably about there to about there. You could probably force it a little bit more, but I'm not going to. Tail does get 360, so you can, fold it upside down if you feel like it. So there's your legs, no torso, obviously. Arms will get 360, but you got to kind of be careful on the legs, or you'll get scrapage going there and damage something. The hands do spin 360, and yes, even the firing hand, that hand is an articulated piece as well. And then the head, a very easy 360 as well. And then obviously there's the tongue lever, if you count that as a piece of articulation. So pretty decent articulation on this guy, all things considered. I'm glad the hands are both articulate, and it's really cool seeing that head spin because, on a figure like this, I wasn't necessarily expecting it. Alrighty, so this has been the Super 7 Toho Ultimates Shogun Burning Godzilla figure. Guys, this guy might still be available on Super 7's website. If it's not, you can head over to Big Bad Toy Store. Maybe it's probably available there. Gonna cost you about the same price as all the other ones, around the $85 price mark. So again, Super 7's Toho Ultimates are a little pricey for me. I still like keeping up with them because I think they are good figures, albeit a little too expensive. So, especially for these Shoguns, these are just kind of more fun, vintage throwback types. I'm definitely glad I picked it up. It'll look good on the shelf. It already does, along with the other ones. And then we have the Comic-Con exclusive coming as well, so that'll be really cool to get. Guys, let me know your thoughts on the Burning Godzilla Super 7 Shogun Ultimate figure. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this figure. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more, and we'll see you in the next one.